I'm not anti-feminism. I just think this extremes are insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I do recognize that there's some things that the feminists did back then, whether they did it because they wanted to destroy the family unit or because they actually wanted women to vote and get an education. You and I don't know. You don't know either.
true.
Like, we were not there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So why are we fighting about history? Okay, fine. They did it because people get really dark, No, they wanted to destroy this and that. Okay, but
Yeah.
it's not the 1800s anymore.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
interested. It happened.
There's also just an obvious isness of like women should be able to vote.
I think we
Like,
should.
it's just an
I
obvious-
mean, we
yeah.
have intuition,
Yeah.
and it sounds woo-woo, but we can truly read people from a
Absolutely.
distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a very valuable input into
It's
the
a-
electoral process.
Totally. And then I think we should be able to have an education. It's only been 100 years since we've been able to have our own bank accounts without having permission of your husband. So
Oh,
we
I
were,
didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. Oh God.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were treated like property.
Mm-hmm.
So when you just think of basic human rights,
Mm-hmm.
so, it's like, yeah, so I'm not anti-feminism either, but I'm not with the new wave of feminism that pushes a lot of ideologies that are completely destroying the like it's
Mhm.
just plain out like in the open.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing that they're doing with children and like now there's more sanity. I started that content back then and it will continue, but it was really crazy. So I needed to do something about it,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Don't do nothing podcast.
That's right.
Oh.
So I started doing something about it and I had a really, really good feedback from people. And then I'm also not in the trad wife, stay home, do nothing, spend your husband's money,
Mm-hmm.
which was it's push a lot.
Yeah.
And I want people to know too that futuristic wife it's a character. It's not I'm not telling you to be a futuristic wife. The thing with the internet now is like the feminists tell you to be a strong independent woman and you cannot do this, you cannot do that, like podcasts like Call Her Daddy, things like that.
Mhm.
It's like she tells you you should go sleep around, you should go do very graphic things
Yeah.
that I'm
Wow.
like, what is this woman? This is crazy. But
Yeah.
and then she got married and then she had to apologize to her viewers for getting married, so it's
What?
That's
confusing.
Yes.
Yeah, so
my
like
wife told
that
me
whole
about that. That's
thing,
so
it's like
crazy.
it's but this is who you are. Then
Mhm.
the trad wives, nope, you're not supposed to lift a finger.
Mhm.
Your husband's supposed to provide for you if you want, and they're
Mhm.
buying purses and jewelry, and I'm like, you're dumb. Like,
Yeah.
if you're spending your husband's hard-earned money on material things, you do not give a flying fly about your family's wealth,
Yeah.
like future, like finance,
Yeah,
future. So I don't like those extremes. With futuristic wife, what I am doing is I am just giving women an outlet to find who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to work, great. I work. I
Mhm.
run a sales team
Mhm.
worldwide,
Mhm.
people in Australia and Mexico, all over the US, Canada, France, UK.
And you make great money, by the way.
I make
Mhm.
good
Yeah.
money. I love it. And I do it in the comfort of my home, or I do it when I'm traveling, or I do it whenever I want to. It could be a soft feminine business if you want to make like a couple $100 a month, or it can get very like, it's a freaking business. Let's do some
Mhm.
sales
Mhm.
and you can make like 6 figures a month. So it's
Wow.
but it's flexible. So I think it's the best vehicle for women to work, like with content creation and all that stuff. So with futuristic wife, she's a character. It's satire. It's to give women the like who do you want to be in the future? And not just a wife. You can be single right now. You can be looking for somebody. But I don't want to tell you what to do. Like, there isn't this like, okay, if I want to be a futuristic wife, how do I have to look? How do I have to dress? That's what the trad wives and the feminists are doing, and I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
With futuristic wife, I'm like, let's think of the future and let's really create such a positive outcome with the generation that is coming.